Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Can't believe it is now another monthly favorites. So today going to share my September favorites. First one is this. It is made in France. It is a massage balm called Happy Natural. So the inside looks very similar, like the Chinese tiger balm. The smell is way much lighter than the tiger balm if you ever smelled. It is very much just herbal smell. It has a little bit of minty smell in there. But I find this balm works very well for mosquito bites. If you guys being bitten by mosquitoes, and the worst thing is gets really itchy. And this one, as soon as you put this product on top of the mosquito bites, it stops the itchiness right away. It's absolutely a miracle. There are many mosquitoes in UK, but there are quite a lot of mosquitoes during the summertime, especially in Changsha here. And my blood type, I don't know why, is just very mosquito attractive. When we go out, no one else got bitten but me. So I always have this in my bag. I've used so many products that claims to stop the itchiness, especially from the mosquito balm, but this is the only one that I find it is effective, that work immediately to stop the itchiness. If in your country you also have so many flies or spiders or mosquitoes, that type of things, you need to stock up one of this. But the one thing you do need to be careful that for young children and for people who's pregnant, you don't supposed to use this. The next two are for the sponge and brushes cleaning. Let's talk about this one. As you can tell, I've been used very often. It is I want to say it is a Chinese brand. Yes, it is. I think it's called YXBeauty Makeup Tools Cleaner. In the market, there are so many different makeup tools cleaner, and they have in soap shape and they have in those liqueur. This one I find so good is because you don't need to use too much and you can clean so many sponges at once. I've compared this one with different cleaners as well as normal soap. I find this one is mostly efficient. To be honest, before this one I actually just use normal soap, but I have to wash 2 to 3 times for it to get really clean. How I use this one is I will put all the dirty sponges into a sealed bag. Make sure the bag is not leaking, by the way. Then I put a little bit of water and just a few drops of this soap. Then I just massage it with the bag and just get all the sponges soaking up all the soaps. Then I leave there for about 2-3 minutes. Afterwards, then I massage it again and then just rinse it. That's it. And all the sponges gets clean. That's what I need, because especially I'm not owning a full-time YouTuber but a full-time mom. So my day are pretty much solid. I don't have too much time to really wash all the makeup tools, which is really bad. So I absolutely appreciate something like this, that I can do everything in a bulk but still get the clean result. Another one is a little thing like this. This one I really like is you can hold from the back by your hand to make it steady. I use a different type that there is a small sucker at the back that you can just suck it up on your sink. That one is also friendly to use, by the way. This one I really like is the design inside. So you have different size of the dots. So you have smaller one and bigger one. Then you have different shaped one in the middle. I used this to clean sponge. Yes, I used this to clean sponge as well. And this one does not damage the sponge, but to clean it properly. And for the sponge one, I use these tools. I can just use normal soap to make sponge very clean. This is kind of, 2-in-1. I need everything be multifunctional in my life. The next one is a brow pencil from TIMAGE. First is have a look the design, have a look the color. It is similar like Tiffany blue but slightly lighter shade. And this side is the brush. Do you guys see this literally look like toothbrush? And this brush I find is really easy to correct your eyebrows and to really make it natural. Make like you use the eyebrow powder rather than eyebrow pencil. And on the other side is the pencil itself. Let's have a look the shape. It is very flat. It's very easy to help you to draw your brow hair, individual brow hair. So I done slightly different two styles of my eyebrows today. This side is really just to draw the individual hair. Then I just use the brow gel to get it into shape. I only use the brush side to make it softer surround the edge, and I didn't clean in the middle. So what you will see on this side, it is more fluffy, like hairy, individual standing brow style. But on this side, it is more foggy, natural, smooth. So same as I draw the hairs by the pencil side, and I do smudge out by the brush, then to give you slightly different feel. The pencil side, it is slightly harder, therefore it's also very friendly for beginners. And also I really like TIMAGE's product. It's designed by Tang, who is a very famous makeup artist in China. His things I feel is the details make difference. And let's talk about another one which is in my favorites this time. It is his foundation. This foundation appeared in one of my videos before. To be honest, because I had so many things to try out after that video, then I put this aside for a while. Then recently I picked this up again, is because it is so convenient to use. A is they have the lovely concealer on top. This concealer I find is a little bit miracle, is I think it is the color he has designed. Can work for under eyes, your red marks, your spot marks, can work for all this type of challenges that you have on the face. And another thing I like this concealer is the formulation. By the way, if you stop using it for a while, it can get dry on the surface. All you need to do is just use your finger to massage it slightly longer to let the surface melting with your finger. And then it is really buttery and smooth and creamy. And another thing I like it is once this concealer, you pat on the area you need. Once it's set in, it is set, which means even after you layer up the foundation, your concealer is pretty much 70% is still there. Therefore, if you don't have too much skin trouble itself, you can just use the concealer and with the foundation drop down. You don't have to retouch afterwards. This concealer you can use before or after the foundation. Besides, because this concealer comes with this foundation, these two of them works so well. The color of this concealer that melts in with the foundation like 2-in-1. It is so nice to use two of them together. So this is the foundation. It is very creamy, very easy to be blended into your face. I just use my finger to do this. Can you see how smooth this one? The great thing about this foundation is it doesn't sink into your lines. Therefore, if you have very dry skins or you suffer with fine lines around your eyes, your smiley lines or surround your mouth, definitely try TIMAGE's foundation. Once you put it on, especially for under eye area, even with the concealer together, it doesn't get creased up. Even after you set it, It doesn't crisp up. It just look so smooth. Make your skin. The next one is, I think you guys won't be surprised to see this. It is UNNY Club's primer. Full name, it is Roosevelt Makeup Base. I won't talk this into details as I do have a separate video. I think this one worth it. A separate video of really tested this primer out. This primer has really saved all my foundations. If you watch my past videos, you know I have challenges with Valentino's cushion foundation. I don't know why every time I use it on my face, it just gets cakey, regardless what the product I used beforehand. But that one works very well with this one. It's absolutely like a miracle. You know, I also have challenges with Mao Geping's cushion foundation. That one result the same. That very much depending on what I'm using on the face, it can get cakey and crisp up for, you know, especially center of my face. When I use this primer, that one just like filtered in, melted in immediately with this primer. So far, well, please do follow my channel. You will see a separate video that I really prove this one works with all the foundations that I have in my collection. So follow my channel. Next one is a eyeshadow palette. You guys probably know that I am more natural eye look, day-to-day eye look type of person, but sometimes, you know, depends on the occasions as well, depends on the outfit. Sometimes I like to have a little bit more color, and recently I reach out a lot, which is this McGrath eyeshadow palettes. Let's have a look, the color itself. Shame on me, I only have one McGrath eyeshadow palette, which is this one, and I absolutely love and adore this one. A is because of the colors that they created. These are the swatches. Have a look at the pigmentation and have a look at the details of individual color. It is really fine. Attention to details, so easy to be blended out, even with those stronger colors. Especially I find in a lot of eyeshadow palettes tend to introduce some plum color like this, you know, berry plum color like this. But I find this type of color is so easy to get cakey on your eyelid. You do need better, more mature blending skills sometimes, but I find the McGrath one is no-brainer. What I've done is I literally pat this color by my fingers and just blend it out by brush, and then job done. And today this is the eye look I created. Today I didn't bring the color to extremely strong. I can actually build up even more. So for special occasions, if you go for events, if you have a dinner to attend, this color, it is very classic and wouldn't go wrong with any type of dress you're going to put on that night. And also because this is only 4 colors, therefore kind of no-brainer. You don't need to think about the color combination. You don't need to work on different colors, especially people like me that not overly kind of talent in terms of color combination. So we need something like this being fully designed for us. So for today's eye look, I can actually add more color, build up more colors onto it, make it really smoky and really make your eyes pop out. That's the beauty of this palette. You can actually light hand a little bit to make it more natural, daily wearable, but colorful daily wearable. And you can build up to be really smoky, and actually, you know, more smoky than my eye look today to suit you to go for events. Besides, autumn and winter is here. Although I'm still wearing short sleeves because Changsha is still very hot for whatever reason. However, this color is pretty much designed for, you know, winter, autumn time. So if you have a budget, I highly recommend to try out the McGrath eyeshadow palettes. As I said again, for those high-end luxury brand, when you really find a good one, you will see the details make difference into their product. The whole experience of using this eyeshadow palette is wonderful because you don't need to use too much blending or building up techniques, which means you don't need to be a professional makeup artist. You can really achieve the outcome you wanted by using this palettes. Talk about the blending skills, work with different eyeshadow palettes. I highly recommend this too, eyeshadow brush from Red Earth. This I think appeared in one of my unboxing or shopping haul videos. Have a look at the design first. This one is a bigger head, normally for pat the color and blending purposes, and this is a smaller one for detailed blending. The reason I really like this too is because of the weight. Once you have this in hand, you will clearly feel there are weight being put at the back of the brush. What's the benefit of that is when you blending, you feel more steady. And another reason is because of the brush itself. It is soft enough that when you're blending on your eyes, you don't feel scratches, you don't feel uncomfortable to using it at all. And it's also hard enough for you to grab the product, especially when you work with different formulations. So you know, work with powders, it's slightly easier to choose a brush in a way, but when you work with different formulation ones, such as more, you know, like mashed potato, that type of formulation, and also McGrath one, when you do the swatches, you do feel it is more sandy feel. It is not that silky or smooth. When you use too soft a brush of grabbing this type of eyeshadows, you will find you don't really get the color out. You just get the dust and get the glitters from there. But this type of brush, because it is hard enough, it has the intensity. Even you grab the colorful eyeshadows like this, you still straight away see the color that you can pat on your eyes. Let me change to a soft one to compare. So this one is from Huayang, and the same. And you can see. Can you tell the difference? And this big blending brush is so good of blending things out evenly. It reduces the chance of getting patchy and uneven on your eyelid. You know, those tools can make minor and the details different for people really to recognize that how clean and nice your eye look that day is. So highly recommend Red Earth this too. Then let's finish this month favorites. We got October, November, December. We got 3 more monthly favorites to go. Then we move on to another year. Time flies, isn't it? But we have Christmas to look forward. For me, I also have Chinese New Year to look forward. Hope you enjoy and like today's video. If you do click the like button, and most importantly to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you on my next video.